Despite Rockstar's efforts to keep everything a secret, we have learned a lot more about GTA 6 in these past few years than any GTA game before its release. And it's not just from the leaks. I'm talking about the brand new patents that Rockstar has filed over the years, which suggest GTA 6 is going to be the most realistic game to ever exist. And unsurprisingly, AI is going to play a huge part in that. In April 2023, Take-Two, Rockstar's parent company, filed a new patent invented by Tobias Kleanthous, one of their former lead AI and gameplay programmers. If that name rings a bell, it's because he's the guy who made those insanely realistic horse animations in Red Dead Redemption 2. But this new patent that he's created, called System and Method for Virtual Character Locomotion, is designed to make character movements and animations in GTA 6 feel way more natural. How it works is that instead of creating different animation for every single movement, Rockstar has developed a library of small building blocks for character motions. These blocks can be combined in endless ways to create a variety of animations that would help the NPCs react naturally to the situation that they are in. With this system, they don't need separate animations for each situation. Instead, these movement blocks get pieced together to naturally fit whatever's happening in the game, possibly with the help of AI. It means character animations would react based on things like mood, health, or even what they're going through. So if an NPC gets shot in the leg, instead of just losing health and going back to normal like in GTA 5, they might actually start limping, carefully avoiding putting weight on that leg. Or an NPC in a situation where he's getting shot at and tries to take cover behind a car while walking away in a crouched position. I mean, we have seen this in action briefly. During the robbery scene, a cop gets shot and falls down. He tries not to put too much weight on his injured side, while still trying to crawl back to find some cover. There was another scene in the leaked footage that showed it even more clearly. We saw Jason crouching with a gun, shielding his head as he moved away from shooters. That scene didn't just show us what this block-based animation system could do, it even gave us a peek into how it actually worked. A debug log message popped up, showing all the different blocks of motions being used to create that particular animation. This really shows how this system can create complex animations that actually look lifelike and not generic at all. This system could allow for hundreds of thousands of animation variations, combining different blocks of motions in ways that make each movement feel natural and responsive to the situation you are in. If you look closely at the trailer, every NPC seems to be doing something unique, like totally different animations across the board. Even their movements vary from one another, and from the looks of it, this system might also be taking into account the character's body type. It's so impressive that Obi Vermeij, a former Rockstar developer who worked on GTA 3 and San Andreas, hinted in an interview that Rockstar could be using AI to enhance those animations shown in the trailer. And when you really pay attention to the scene, I mean, yeah, everyone's doing something totally different. Now, this could very well just be for the sake of making the trailer look good, but it's Rockstar, so everything shown in the trailer has some sort of meaning. And from what I understand, they are really trying to show just how diverse the NPCs will be in terms of animation, interactivity, looks, and a whole lot more. But these animations go even deeper. A user named Shahar on the GTA forum shared another patent Rockstar filed, this time focused on motion capture. And once again, AI is heavily involved. Now, we're used to seeing studios who use motion capture to make animations look real, but Rockstar's taking things even further. From what I understand, this patent describes Rockstar using a deep learning model trained on high-quality motion capture data, specifically capturing detailed hand poses in varying positions over time. The AI then takes this data and precisely recreates the poses to fit various situations in the game. Here's how I see this whole thing working. Rockstar has fed tons of hand motion data into this AI model, which learns how people naturally position and move their hands in different contexts. The AI can then apply this understanding in-game, so that characters' hand movements look totally real and in sync with the situation. For instance, in one trailer clip, We see two gang members greeting each other, and the detail in their finger movements is just unreal. Or well, super real. Their hands move in a way that feels perfectly natural. Like I mentioned earlier, everything shown in that trailer is deliberate. And this particular clip, I think, was included because Rockstar wanted to show us just how deep they've gone to make this game as realistic as possible. There was even a clip in the leaked footage where Jason was seen taking out a bike from a cargo truck, and we could see how he actually pulled the front brake just before starting the bike, which was subtle, but great to see. And since we also know Rockstar is working to enhance their car interiors, we could also see the same thing happen to how our character controls the steering wheel. We could see more realistic hand movements when turning the wheel, something that we've seen in Drive Club, where you can see your character changing the thumb and finger positions and even shifting gears realistically. This could very well be possible with this new animation system, because the whole point of this system is to generate realistic hand movements with precise finger gestures. I know just how easily Rockstar could have avoided that, but their dedication to perfecting every tiny detail is honestly next level. But it's not just animations that are getting enhanced with the help of AI. Rockstar's also working on building interiors. There's another patent they filed, this time for an interior generation system. You might have heard rumors that up to 70% of buildings in GTA 6 will be iterable. We don't know if that's actually true, but this patent makes it seem a lot more likely. This AI-based interior generation system is designed to randomly create building interiors using a mix of pre-made assets like furniture, wall decor, ceilings, electronics, floors, and more. But it's not just randomly throwing items around to make these interiors. The AI is trained to create interiors that match the style of each apartment. For example, an apartment in a more posh area, you'll find modern furniture and luxurious decor, while a low-end apartment might have more rustic, worn-out furniture and simple design elements. So, every interior feels fitting for its setting, giving the game world a more realistic and lived-in feel. And from the leaks, we've also seen a ton of abandoned buildings, and they might have old broken stuff scattered around, really capturing that gritty vibe. We've even seen some interiors that look way more interactive than in any other GTA game before, with TVs that actually broadcast shows NPCs can watch, pawn shops and convenience stores stocked with items you can buy or steal. This level of interaction is definitely a big leap forward from the previous GTA games. Now, some people are worried that these iterable buildings might come with loading screens, like in GTA Online, which, to be honest, was horrible. But that's not going to be the case in GTA 6. Just like in RDR2, where you could seamlessly walk into shops, here you can expect the same. No interruptions, no loading screens. And it's not just you. Even the NPCs will be able to move in and out of buildings with purpose, sticking to some sort of daily routine. This brings me to more realistic NPCs in GTA 6. Again, Rockstar is using AI to make that happen. I mean, NPCs in GTA 5 were decent, but compared to what we saw in RDR2, they felt kind of basic. Sure, they reacted to players firing shots, picking random fights, or talking to them, but they lacked any real routine or connection to each other. They didn't have friends to hang out with. Everything they did felt isolated, like they were just there to fill space. But that's going to change in some major ways in GTA 6. Firstly, we have seen them walking in groups now, conversing with each other, chilling together at the beach. However, they are also going to be much more aware of their environment and smarter in terms of their responses. While it's not fully confirmed, there's word that Rockstar might be using AI to generate more unique and natural responses from NPCs depending on the situation they are facing. Like, NPCs might react differently based on the player's appearance, something we saw in RDR2. Or even when they are exhausted or drunk, they might change how they respond, which is going to be pretty amazing, as we all love hassling those poor pedestrians for no reason. We've already seen hints of just how aware and reactive NPCs are becoming. Now, we're not entirely sure if these responses are AI generated, But what's certain is the NPCs are about to become much better drivers in GTA 6. Take-Two filed a patent specifically designed for creating a realistic virtual world, where each NPC can define its own specific characteristics for traversing the road nodes. Basically, what this means is that every NPC is set to have unique driving habits. Some might brake faster, some may take sharp turns a bit too quickly, while others might be the type to stick to a slower pace. These varied driving traits will make NPCs feel more different and more human, instead of always acting out the same way, always hostile for no reason. With this, we might feel like we're actually sharing the road with a mix of cautious, reckless, or average drivers, just like in real life. And according to the patent, this system is built to be efficient and optimized, meaning it won't get held back by the limits of hardware or software. So, even with all these different driving styles and complex behaviors, GTA 6's world should still run smoothly, delivering the most immersive driving and NPC experience Rockstar's ever created. This patent was actually filed back in 2019, but we know Rockstar's been working on GTA longer than that, so there's a good chance they're using this in their upcoming GTA game. All this new technology definitely points to a game that is going to change the whole industry. But before we head off, I want to share with you something really cool and how it could make video games look like real life. This video came out a few years ago, and it shows this AI model that was trained on footage of the real world recorded from a car's dash cam, and it was used to make GTA 5 look photorealistic. It shows how other models before that produced these anomalies and glitches when trying to achieve similar results. And for those of you who have used generative AI, you know exactly how inaccurate they can be. But this one worked with absolute stability. What's really impressive is that this system can be trained on a totally different dataset, or footage with better quality to produce even better visuals. This video actually came out back in 2021, and there's a good chance this system wasn't made by people with half the resources that Rockstar has. So, just try to imagine the AI technology that Rockstar would have developed over the years for GTA 6. I mean, that would be mind-blowing. Guys, these patents are public information, but we all know just how much Rockstar loves hiding every tiny bit of info from the public. So, there's still a whole lot more that I'm sure we don't have any idea about. But still, these new technologies really show just how seriously Rockstar is working towards creating the most realistic game world. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. And what other features are you most looking forward to? Also, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please consider subscribing. It would be a huge help. That's pretty much all we have for today. I'll see you next time.